Welcome back, everyone. So, as you guys can tell, this video is gonna be a little different than most of my content. Normally, you get to look at my beautiful face. This time, you cannot because I'm just gonna be recording this video because doing this recording right after I got clocked off of work and did not have time to set up my camera or anything like that. So, before we get into today's video, just want to let you guys all know, if you like my videos, please go ahead, hit that like button down below. If you want to see more of my content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified for whenever new videos come out, please hit that bell icon down below. Doesn't bite much. Not as much as what we're going to be talking about. Anyways, let's get on into it. So, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is coming out within the month. We're getting real close to that time. Now, cards are slowly coming out. Wizards is slowly showing off some cards and everything. But there was a card leak today that is possibly, it's unconfirmed. I'm not going to say this is a real card or anything. The image we have is not very good, but it looks like we're getting a new Praetor. Well, not a new Praetor, but a certain Praetor coming back in Kamigawa. That Praetor is Jin-Gitaxias, and it looks like it's going to be called Jin-Gitaxias Progress Tyrant, which is a 5 and 2 blue for what looks like to be a 5/5 here, or a 3/5, looks like a 5/5, and is a legendary creature Praetor. Now, this is not confirmed. We do not know if this is actually what the card does, but I'm just going to read what the card what I found here. I'm going to link this website, which is magicspoilers.com, and this is where I got all my information for the card, as well as checked out some other posts and stuff. But this is where I got my information. It says whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Let's not get in. We'll get into that in just a second. That ability is broken. And then it says whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell the first time each turn, you counter that spell. Okay, let's talk about that one real quick. Fairly simple. Um, you know, the last time, every time we get Praetors, they tend to give you a benefit and all your opponents get a negative. That's kind of their thing. Now, this first ability is insane. Copying any artifact, instant, or sorcery spell you cast, choosing new targets. I think it's not supposed to be anytime. I think it's not supposed to be whenever. It might be just once per turn. But even still, in Commander, there are so many huge artifacts, really good instant spells. Doubling up on your counter spells is really nice. It really helps you control players, fight through counter wars. So basically, every time you cast a counter spell, you get to just target it twice. One spell with two different spells, or, you know, so it's really good. It's really hard to fight through that. Big sorceries you can cast and copy. Extra turn spells, come into mind here first. Being able to copy, and expropriate, being able to copy a there's so many different turn spells. You have expropriate and temporal trespass. I can't name them all because I'm literally doing this off the top of my head. But yeah, it's just really powerful, very absurd. So if that's actually what this card does, it's going to be insane. And then the second ability is not as backbreaking as the first ability is. Honestly, just countering the first spell they cast each turn is okay. I mean, it basically makes it to where they have to fight through like two counter spells if you think about it, because most blue decks that are playing this are gonna have some sort of control. So, you know, you cast your first spell that automatically gets countered by this, well then they counter it, with their actual spell. What then just gets copied by the first ability. So the second ability sucks in a way of like having to sit there and play against it and fight through it, because you have to really pick your spots very well. You have to figure out what spells you need to bait to let get countered by the ability to play another spell, and hopefully your opponent doesn't have their own counter spell outside of Jin-Gitaxias. Now, that's enough about the card. The card is amazingly broken. Um, I think it's actually very fairly costed at 5 and 2 blue, if that is the actual mana cost. Considering the previous Jin-Gitaxias we got was, I believe it was 8 and 2 blue, so I think it was a 10 mana spell. I don't remember his exact stats. I just know that he had flash. He, beginning your end step, you drew 7 cards, and then your opponent's maximum hand size was reduced by 7. So if your opponents didn't have a way to have a unlimited hand size, they just discarded their hand at the end of their turn because they didn't have a hand size. So compared to the original one, I can't really compare the two. Looking at it, it's the same thing in my mind as what they did with Vorinclex. Both Vorinclexes are very strong in their own right, and they both do something that's very powerful and helps you who cast them, as well as hurts your opponents. And that's just the point of the Praetors and how they've always been designed. So really glad they're kind of sticking with that design aspect. Really hoping to see what this card actually says, because right now, we don't know for sure. This is all unconfirmed. Now, this gets me to my next point of this video, which is what that means for the lore. So, what does it mean from lore's perspective having Jin-Gitaxias on Kamigawa? Last time we saw a a Praetor on a plane that was not their home plane, which is New Phyrexia, was during Kaldheim, and we saw, Vorinclex being hunted down by Kaya on Kaldheim, and he was there basically to steal. I believe it was either the crystal or the nectar from the world tree that made the gods gods. It was the nectar. So we know that the Praetors have basically an ability to create a god in a way, but the gods on Kaldheim we know are not immortal. So they have that ability. Now, what is Jin-Gitaxias doing on Kamigawa is something I really want to know. I'm going to really dive into the story to try to actually figure out what he's doing there, because what is on Kamigawa that they want to use? I mean, if you think of it how the Phyrexians are, their entire existence is in the pursuit of perfection. That's how they want to build the perfect beings with no pain, no anger, no hate, just perfection. And that's pretty much how Yawgmoth intended. No pun intended. So I'm very curious to see what exactly Jin-Gitaxias is on Kamigawa for, and how is it going to affect the overarching plot that is going on in the Magic universe. We haven't had really that much of an overlapping mass plot going on since Nico Bolas, since War the Spark. That all kind of wrapped up in a nice neat little bow. I'm not a fan of it. I'm just gonna say it, but we got that. Now I'm kind of curious just to see what are the Phyrexians been doing, because they're also another huge threat. I mean, look at what happened with Urza in his original fight with Yawgmoth, and how many planeswalkers died, and during that time those planeswalkers were basically gods. So I'm very interested. I want to know why Jin-Gitaxias is there. We know that most likely um, Tezzeret is working with the Praetors. He has worked with them in the past during the original New Phyrexian block. We know that he was working with them originally because Bolas had told him to. I think he might have just gone back because why not? Because Tezzeret's not very good guy. And we know he still has the planar bridge inside him, because that's how his magic works. Just really broken. Just stores it in his body. Anyways, my 5-minute rant on conspiracy theories aside in Magic the Gathering. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What do you guys think of the possible new Jin-Gitaxias? Is it too broken, or is it just the right amount of what is going on here? So that's gonna be all for you guys, folks, for this video. And then quick update for those who are staying behind and those who actually watch my videos to the fullest. I do appreciate that, by the way. Really makes me feel good. I will actually be moving next week, so there's not going to be any channel updates next week, but the week after I will definitely do my damnedest to get back to my schedule. Things have been kind of hectic on my end. That's why I haven't been posting a lot of content this month, is because I've been getting ready for my move, and then I officially will be moving next Wednesday. So I have to do a lot of preparing for that, and I will probably not get a chance to get to upload any content until after my move has been set and everything like that. So just want to say, let you guys all know that. Want to say thank you guys for all the love and support you have shown me throughout, the last several months that I've been on here and kind of going through my ups and downs. Really appreciate everything you guys do, and I will definitely do my best to start getting back onto that regular upload schedule. Just got to get past this hectic part of my life. Anyways, as always, guys, play more games.